Hello YouTubers, so here's another speaker video overview. This time it is this very weird Page Pac Harris speaker here. It is very strange all the way around. A lot of weird quirks about this. Like, first of all, it's got this very fancy terminal plate on it. And it's got this volume control on the side, which I don't know why you want to put a volume control on the speaker if it's hidden in the ceiling, but it's very strange. I know CG Speakerverse some number of years ago sent me a photo of another viewer that he talks to, if I could talk right here. He sent out him a photo of a speaker pulled out of a former Mervyn store, and it had a similar speaker to this, except that one was made in 1982. But the speaker basket on this one is very different from that one, from the photo. Like, this one's got this kind of this brass plated looking speaker basket. I don't think this is even a Quam. This might be like a Bogan. This is definitely like a Bogan rebranded speaker here for Harris. I know Quam made speakers for Harris as well during that time period. This one is from about 1988, so I don't know, maybe they switched parts during that time, but it's very weird. So one of the weird quirks is I have it connected to this, but this is the line running down to the top. These are where you make your connections from the 70 volt line to the speaker. Number one is the 70 volts in. Number two is the common. But this red wire, the wire that comes out of the screw from the underside here, it just runs straight to this wire. And this is where you select your taps. By default, it was already set to 2.5 watts. That is the maximum that this goes. And also, another weird quirk with this speaker also is that this speaker driver is a 45 ohm speaker. It is not an 8 ohm speaker that you're used to seeing on most of these standard speakers. So this is a 70 volt transformer to 45 ohms, which I had never thought such a thing would existed for this kind of stuff, but it does. I really wish these were, it'd be nice if I could source these transformers. It'd be nice to just bypass the amp boards on the Balcon speakers if they ever failed and just put another one of these transformers. That'd be nice. If I could source those, that'd be awesome. This speaker is not really loud. It's very soft. So it is a very soft speaker, and also like the highs are very, I'll say it's more like mids on this because of the 45 ohm voice coil on this. Just the nature of a 45 ohm speaker. Has this little important notice. And yeah, this is meant to be used with a talkback system, so that's part of the reason why it's a 45 ohm speaker. As you can see, you can read that if you want. But, and also this Grille combination is really weird. This one is an Atlas well, this is a Soundolier at the time. One of those D161-8 grills. And of course, that was one of the main reasons why I got this. But this one's definitely a rare one, because the paint on this is super glossy. It's not semi-gloss. I know the Soundolier at the time made semi-gloss, and that color was polar white, according to the Soundolier catalog. And the reason I say it's Soundolier is obviously these corners are nice and pointed. Quam grills like these, I forget the model of the grills for the Quams, but they have these rounded corners. But Lowells have the screws more in, like that. So this one's definitely a find. It has the backer plate on it. What I mean by the backer plate, or the piece of particle board material to cover up the openings that the speaker doesn't fully cover all the square opening. Some of these are missing, which it may make your speakers sound different. Like this one, for example, didn't have one. This Valcom. It's just the speaker screwed straight to the grill without that backer plate on it. And that's why this one sounds different. In a way. It does this, it makes the speaker not sound as loud. Because I know that was the case at my high school. Most of the buildings built in 88, it was built around the same time as this was manufactured. All those square speakers in the classrooms did not have this backer plate. And I noticed that those ones were not really loud. Like, you could hardly hear the announcements. But then there was this one other building built in 1990, the math building at my high school. And by then, Soundolier must have switched to Atlas Sound or something. Because those speakers, they did not have that polar white finish. Instead, they had the regular, that rough finish that you're used to seeing on this nowadays. Just that rough looking finish. And also, those had the backer plates. And those ones are notably a lot louder. So yeah, this does make a difference. Okay, enough of the talking. Let's play some music so you can hear what this thing sounds like. So yeah, that is what this sounds like. And I did order a back boxers, as you saw. I ordered those ahead of time. So what I did was I had this out in the open so you can hear the sound comparison with this not in a back box versus in a back box. And I also, this control I turned is for the bass, so you can hear what the bass sounds like on this. A very strange speaker, for sure. Kind of not the only strangest one I've ever gotten, for sure. But also came with this thing, which obviously I'm not going to use because, well, I have a back box of this, and I am planning on putting this over here in this little opening. I'm just going to have to cut a piece of wood, strap it to this side here, and then put it here. Put it under this other strange speaker, as you can see. This one's got a weird transformer configuration, so it'd be fair to put it there with that. And also, this tier is on what I call the loud channel, on channel 1 on this new amp here that I just recently put in. I had these turned up nice and loud, so this should be balanced with the rest of these on the system. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this very odd Harris Page Pac speaker here.